Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be an informational video on how to beat the AI algorithms, how to find a job for those of you who have been looking for 12 months, 18 months. This is just giving you the real information. And a disclaimer is any legal or financial information is just for informational purposes. It's not professional advice. Always seek a lawyer or a CPA professional for advice. This is just for entertainment purposes only for this video. Now, for those of you who have been with my channel, you know I get straight to the point, meaning you're going to leave with actionable items. This is not a clickbait. So please stay tuned if you really have been looking for a job. I have tried this method with my clients and they have had a lot of success, and I just want to get this information out. My videos may not be as cinematic as some, but I promise you're going to leave here with actual information and it's actually going to work. And you're going to be like, I finally found somebody that just gives it to you straight. So here we go. All right, how to be AI resume reviewers. Really quick, guys. Let me tell you what you're up against, okay? You're up against a system called ATS. ATS is an AI algorithm that all the job boards use. Indeed, ZipRecruiter, H Careers, Workforce Now, you name it. They're using ATS to process your resume, rank you, top of the pile, bottom of the pile, rejection. Now, those of us who are not AI savvy are like, what is this? What is going on? I don't understand. Okay. You can't beat this AI thing just by putting the same resume you did before. It just doesn't work like that anymore. The first tip and trick I'm really going to go into as I prepared this for you guys is we're going to talk about the behavior of the ATS and exactly how your resume can beat it. So this is your situation, right? It feels broken, layoffs, no interviews, but you need a strategy that will work and actually get you the interview. Now let's stop here. The big job boards are not the finish line. What does this mean for you? What does this mean when I am saying this? I am saying to you that go on Indeed, look up the company that you're applying for and stop. Do not apply on the job board. Go to the company's actual career website. And the reason for that is a couple of things. As a hiring manager, I can tell you this for sure. When a resume comes across an external job board like Indeed or ZipRecruiter, usually only HR has access to it. HR departments are overwhelmed and they don't have time to screen these resumes. AI is helping them screen. It's a nightmare. The algorithm will put you at the bottom of the pile if you keep throwing the same resume at 100 jobs and you're not getting selected. So what you do is you go to the actual career web page of that employer. When you do that, me, the hiring manager, actually can see your resume. So ISMs and UKG and ADP allow not only HR to see the resumes, but the actual hiring manager to see the resumes. And if they're anything like me, when I really need a position filled, I start looking at the resumes myself. I don't wait for HR to help me recruit. I just go in there and start pulling them and start calling people for interviews because I really need someone. So you have a better chance and better visibility going to the career website. 2, there's no AI algorithm from Indeed and ATS holding you down. When you apply directly on the career page, they're literally putting it in order by date. So you're not dealing with this ATS algorithm that is ranking you on these external job boards. Okay. So by applying direct on the website, that is your first step into getting seen. Okay. The second thing is resume needs to be aligned. Go into ChatGPT, Claude, there's all kind of AI resume things. Put your resume in it, put the job description in it, and tell it, make my resume a over 90% probability I will get an interview call because it's a match. And then let it spit out a resume within minutes that now aligns with that job. Okay, so external job, we're going to apply it directly on the career site, not the job board. And then we're going to tell AI to make our resume a match with the algorithm so that when they read that resume has all the nice keywords, it's simplified, and they can go ahead and select your resume. Okay, moving on, right? So once you've got that going and you've got your resume in, the next step is avoid mass applying. So we're just dumping the whole send 100 resumes through the job boards because you've probably been doing that, and if you're watching this video, it didn't work, right? So the AI reviewer is looking for job match, skills, certification, experience in a clean format, okay? If the system can't read it, the recruiter may never find it. That's the problem. So by using AI each time to rewrite your resume to tailor it to that job description, you are more likely to get the recruiter to call you back if they're using an AI screener or themselves actually reviewing the job. Do it every time. It will retweak that resume a million times, and it does it so quick. It's not time consuming. It's just more time consuming than the one-click apply. But guys, that one-click apply on Indeed, I can tell you now that that thing is like so just unreal, because the one-click apply on Indeed is just getting you down that rabbit hole, and your resume is just going to the bottom of the pile. Nobody's seeing it, right? So when you do the obstacle to the internal systems, you have less of an obstacle to go through to really get hired, guys. And I'm telling you, that's the best step. Okay, moving on. Okay, then we're going to go. Here it is. Do not stop at the job board. Okay, put your application where HR and hiring managers are already working. So you've already applied on the direct, site. Go the extra mile. The goal is to reduce the amount of jobs you're applying to, but increase the quality in which you're applying. So instead of applying to 100 plus jobs with the algorithm who's putting you at the bottom and you're never going to get a call back, let's try applying to a few really important jobs that have our salary range. What are we going to do? After we apply on the career site, we got our resume in there, right? We're going to try to find out who is the HR manager. You can use Salesforce, Zoom info, or call them up and try to get someone to tell you the name of the HR person. Because once you have their name, what you can do is send in your resume the old-fashioned way. I'm talking about that resume paper at Office Depot, a handwritten envelope, and some sort of chocolate trinket, something. Send it to them at that job, because when they get it, once you verify their name and that they're in that building, then you can be way more visible. Something's gonna stop on their desk with a handwritten resume in a nice envelope and a chocolate accompanying it. And yes, I know that sounds like a lot, but this is the things you do for jobs that are high value jobs and that you really want that job. For lower tier jobs that may not be as high value to maybe have the expense of a trinket, still send in the hard copy resume if you can. I think this step is a step that will win you, especially if it's a high value job, management job, win you a lot of points. It's not always possible to do, but it gets you a step further. But it's going back old school, because I mean, man, when someone reads that handwritten note and takes out that professional resume paper, they're going to think, wow, this person's doing what everyone else isn't anymore, right? The connection is what we're missing. That's what we're missing from all this stuff. Okay, so we've got that, right? So we're not just doing that. We're going to the jobs directly on the employer website. Answer the screening questions, even if it's, you don't want to identify or whatever. Answer those. And then here's a look behind the scenes. These are your AI platforms that are direct career websites where they're hiring for. The hiring manager reality is in ATS, right? They look at the direct applicant, the referrals, and then the job board applicants, right? The ones that are direct applicants are easier to find, and the hiring manager has access to them. That's the way to go. Job boards, I would just scrap them all together, because it's not working in 12 months, 18 months, it ain't working. Make sure when you do AI, you analyze the prompt and say, analyze my resume to this job description, identify missing keyword skills, experience, language, rewrite my bullet points, okay? Look at the before and after here, guys. Look at this. Totally different, night and day. AI knows how to beat the ATS AI. They're talking to each other, okay? And so now you can see you need matching language. You need bullet points. If your resume has a lot of graphics, a lot of design, get rid of it. It needs to be simple and clean for the AI to find it. And here are some profiles that matter. Make sure everything matches. Simple headings. Avoid, fancy fonts and cursive. Oh, it has to be simple, guys. It has to be simple. The recruiter only has a few minutes and reviews and waves. Be the first to apply. Set up alerts with the job boards. Be the first 24, 48 hours. Send a short message if you can get their information or their LinkedIn or their email. Do not lie, don't hide, don't copy and paste the job word for word. They know about that. That'll get you flagged. And do not use one generic resume for every job. Find the role, go to the career page, run the AI resume match, apply with a clean ATS format, and track and follow up. With these tips and tricks, I am confident that you guys are going to be able to land a job because you're going outside of the box and you're going to beat the ATS system. If you want to learn more about this ATS AI system, please Google it. I encourage you because it is ruining the system in which people are applying for jobs horribly, okay? That's why going directly to the career page, having AI retailer every resume is so important. If this was helpful to you, if you actually land a job, subscribe to Legally Broke as we're trying to change that and get legally rich. And I will continue to give nuggets and advice on how you guys can beat the system.